These were the days. And now here we are, WrestleMania 35. And all my friends are asking me, are we going to watch WrestleMania this year? Are we going to film an episode? Hell, I don't know. Wrestling is dog shit right now. I don't know who the wrestlers are. I don't think they know how to write a coherent story. And don't even get me started on how piss poor the announcers are.
Have no fear. The WrestleMania Fairy is here.
Dude, it's going to be okay.
Now's not a good time, and especially wearing that shirt that you know I hate. This isn't gonna work.
Okay, let me fix it. You ready?
No. You know how important shirts are to me. We aren't wearing the same shirt.
Okay.
Funny guy, are we? No, try again.
Okay.
You're really not getting me in the mood. Like, seriously? You said we weren't filming today.
Well, okay, I got one more surprise for you. Can you handle it?
No, I don't want to do
Well,
this.
too bad.
It's okay, hun. I'm here, and I brought one of your favorite games, WWE All-Stars, member?
This is a freaking nightmare. You guys I'm not excited for WrestleMania. Get out of here.
Dude, just calm down. I got one more surprise for you.
I can't take anymore. Just seriously roll the damn intro.
You gotta pull it together. This is like one of our favorite times of the year, remember? Remember back in the day when we were like middle school and shit?
I know, it's just not the same anymore.
Yeah, but dude, WrestleMania, it's like the biggest day of the year. It's like Christmas.
Exact. Speaking of Christmas, didn't you say you had another surprise
Oh,
for
yeah,
me?
I do
here
have
we
another
go.
surprise. Here we go.
You gotta be kidding me.
Somebody say they want to get nasty.
I didn't think anybody did.
No.
Dude, we're glad you're here.
I brought the beer with me.
What are we drinking today?
We got a Voodoo Ranger Juicy Haze IPA today.
Oh, wow.
Alright.
Yes,
I love IPAs.
So, for anybody watching, let's get you into a suitable position.
Yeah. Here, make yourself at home.
We grew up with this guy, played tons of video games, and we haven't hung out for a long time and played some gaming. So Andrew freaking Godfrey is in the building. And all of a sudden, I'm kind of in the freaking mood for WrestleMania.
I knew it would happen.
Yes!
We did it.
So, let's do this. It's gonna happen. WrestleMania is gonna happen this year. Let's make the most of it. I'm gonna stop being a sad sack, and let's talk about what I feel is one of the most underrated wrestling games of all time.
Yes.
And consequently, it's one of our favorite wrestling games of all time. So I'm gonna let Ryan start off with this one, because he's got it in his hot little hands.
Well, this was just discovered by me recently, and it is the best wrestling game I've ever played. Hands down. It covers 3 generations. Your Andre the Giants, then your Macho Mans, then your Hulk Hogan's, into your Stone Cold, The Rock, into the John Cena, and whoever the heck else you want to throw into that mix.
So this game came out kind of at the tail end of THQ making wrestling games, which you were a big fan of, like the WrestleMania 2000s, Nitros, that type of stuff, right?
Yep. Anything Nintendo 64, I played it.
Oh, No Mercy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
So THQ continued making SmackDown games. This was kind of towards the tail end of that. I don't know that they marketed this game that well. I don't think it sold the best. It got okay reviews, so it's not like it was rated, horribly. But I just don't think a ton of people still play it to this day, and it's a great pick up and play arcade wrestling game. The one negative that I would say about this game is it doesn't have a ton of depth. So it's kind of like an arcade game, that it's got your typical game modes, but it doesn't have a ton of replay value as far as an extended story mode. There's a few unlockables, but not a ton to be had. But before we jump into playing this and whipping each other's asses, I want to talk about something real quick to kind of get me more in the mood for WrestleMania. Robert, I'm going to start with you. Favorite WrestleMania moment of all time?
There's 2 that come to mind, and it's WrestleMania 12 and WrestleMania 13, and they both involve my boy, Bret Hart. The first one is the freaking Iron Man match with Bret Hart and Shawn Micheals. Oh my god, that match is incredible. And then the next one is Bret Hart and Stone Cold. and they're freaking fighting, and that's when Stone Cold gets all bloody, and there's blood everywhere. Oh man, it's incredible. So I just stole all your stories. You're welcome.
Let me just pick up right there, because my favorite WrestleMania match of all time is Stone Cold Bret Hart WrestleMania 13, hands down.
It's incredible. They fight in the crowd. They fight out of the ring.
It's unbelievable. It was a turning point for the industry in itself, and that's when I started watching it full bore. And not only that, that was all I did. I was obsessed with it at that point. And dude, Stone Cold, that was his
that was his launching point. Bret Hart basically made him in that.
Yes. The other big moment that stands out to me, which is a negative in my opinion, is Stone Cold's last match, which I don't know which WrestleMania it was exactly, but it was Stone Cold against The Rock.
Ooh, interesting.
Maybe WrestleMania 20?
Yeah, somewhere in there.
21,
maybe, yeah.
I don't know exactly. I know they went outside the ring for a long time, and Stone Cold ended up getting suplexed onto some of the lights.
Oh, wow.
And I remember, you could tell he was physically oh fuck, I'm too old for this shit.
I'm too old for this shit.
And then they ended up getting back in the ring, and Stone Cold stunned The Rock. The Rock kicked out of it, and he rock bottomed Stone Cold. Stone Cold kicked out of it. Stone Cold stunned him again. Rock's kicked out of 2 stunners, and I just remember thinking, I was just no, this is
that's not possible.
Oh, it's supposed to be. And then The Rock ended up winning, and I was pissed, because that
was kind of a big launching point for The Rock too. Austin's kind of returning that favor. Godfrey, what's yours?
Well, you can tell by the long hair and the Nasty Boy shirt, I'm all about that sexy boy. So I would have to say WrestleMania 10, it's going to be Shawn Micheals against Razor Ramon. I mean, 2 best intercontinental champions of all time. So that right there is number 1. Number 2, I will give an honorable mention. Hulk Hogan, Andre Giant.
Yes, that
match you can't ever surpass.
It's an icon for
that
sure.
one's always number 1. But Shawn Micheals, Razor Ramon blew my mind.
That was some good stuff, and that match really stole the show. And it wasn't the main match on the card, but they did the doing in that match. And there's actually another ladder match between them at SummerSlam that's really good that a lot of people don't know about. But that match definitely is still. Watching it today is still kind of edgy and pretty cutting edge all these years later, and obviously we went through the Hardy Boys and all the crazy ladder matches and stuff, but it holds up very well, so that's an awesome choice. For me, you guys all have some great ones, and all of those could have been in the discussion for me, so I love all those. The 2 that I'm going to go with are a little offbeat, I guess. WrestleMania 7, Macho Man Randy Savage versus the Ultimate Warrior, and what I feel is the Ultimate Warrior's best match. So everybody bashes on his wrestling skills, and he wasn't a technical guy, but as a kid, I didn't understand that. I didn't really care. I liked the Ultimate Warrior. And, in my adult years, when I started getting more cynical and really analyzing the sport, I was like, man, he sucked. But WrestleMania 7, it was a long match. It wasn't his typical come up and just blow up and beat somebody in a minute and a half. They went for a long time. They told a story. Now, I know that all happened because Macho Man was in the ring, and he was just an icon, and he was great at just telling stories with his matches. But I think that showcased the Ultimate Warrior in the best possible light, so I really liked that match. And then, this is weird because I'm not a real big modern wrestling fan, but the farewell match, what should have been the farewell match between Shawn Michaels and Ric Flair, where Shawn Michaels is just trying to put the old dog down, and Flair will not give up. And the story that match tells just brings chills to me as I'm even talking about
emotional.
it. And when he's kind of down on his knees, and Shawn Michaels is just almost tearing up, and he just looks at him and says, "I love you," and he super kicks him and has to finish him off, being that he was such an influential person in Shawn Michaels' career. I really love that match too, and I think that's one of the highlights probably in the last 10-15 years of WrestleMania, honestly, because I don't think wrestling has been where it was back in the day. So these are some awesome picks to talk about.
It's really sweet to talk about.
So I think we're going to bring some of these characters into play here in WWE All-Stars. You guys ready to do this?
Let's do it.
Fatal 4-way elimination match. Last man standing is going to take the cake. All right, here we go. So before we get too wild here, I'm HBK. For some unknown reason, you're the freaking Honky Tonk Man.
The first time I've ever seen the Honky Tonk Man chosen in this game.
Thank you.
Ever, any game.
Who you credit?
And Jake the Snake is on the ropes.
I'm the ultimate.
And that's... Wow. Dude, let's just all get on the ropes and jump in to start the match.
We're just gonna dive on it.
All right, you guys ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3, boom.
He came down. That's Jake the
you see Jake?
No.
He didn't even jump.
Oh!
Yeah!
You're about to, dude, you know what you're freaking.
Dude, I'm about to show you my Damien.
Oh, you're getting it. You're getting it. Roberts.
Dude, that's what I was named after.
Oh man.
I was like,
Oh, come on, boy.
You're damn right. Oh, I talk like Stone Cold.
but only when I'm angry.
Oh, dude, Jake the Snake he's just barking up
Did he
trees.
show you his snake?
Dude,
Dude, the honky tonk wants none of this.
is his strategy just to avoid everyone?
Oh! I just dove on
What
the
did
back.
Jakey do?
Oh, he reversed me.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
The warrior, he's
The
cool.
warrior.
Boom! Oh, dude!
Come here, Honky. Come here, Honky.
You don't want to make honky mad.
Hey, damn
What
right.
happens when you make him mad?
You don't want to
He
know.
gets
He
horned.
gets tonked.
What happens when oatmeal goes outside?
It turns cold.
It gets soggy.
Come on, Jake!
Oh!
Damn it. Oh, you almost had it. So I got my sights set on somebody else. You little.
Oh, he's honky.
No. No.
Oh, what's Shawn doing? What's Shawn doing?
You can't go. I won't let you go. We're going on a date, Honky.
HBK is alive.
We're going on a date.
Oh!
Oh, come on!
wanna go away.
Get up, dude! Get
We're
up!
going on a date to the ground.
Dude. He looks like one of them MMA wrestlers.
Oh shit.
Oh!
Yeah, get off them fucking ropes.
Come on!
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, wow, you saved my freaking life! Oh my gosh, Honky! Honky!
Honky's
Honky,
donking.
Honky knows one move. Jump off the top rope.
He's donking.
I don't remember how to do my special.
Well, that's your own fault.
Does anybody want to help me?
Thanks.
I don't know how to do it.
Square and
Oh,
triangle.
I get it. I got it now. I got it.
He done did Godsnip.
Oh, you dick.
Oh!
Dick
Off the
lick.
top rope.
You lick
Gorilla
dick.
pontoon style.
That was his specialty.
Wow!
Whoa.
Wow, okay, Ultimate Warrior. You got enough strength?
Dude, throw me out of the ring. Throw me out of the ring. Throw me out of
I
the
hope
ring.
he does.
I flew like 1 foot.
This is carnage.
Yeah, it is. It's
We got
turning into...
people flying over each other.
There's carnage! There's
Ultimate
carnage!
Warrior thinks he's in a Mortal Kombat game right now.
Well, look at him. He looks like a Mortal Kombat character.
Oh!
Dude, he's tried uppercutting Shawn Micheals 17 times so far without him even knowing. Oh, hell.
Oh, he booted me in the chop.
Hell's balls.
Hell, get up, Jake!
I'm about ready to pin somebody. Are we doing an elimination match or is it a...
Yeah, no, it's elimination.
Okay, I'm pinning somebody right now.
Don't you dare pin that
I
honky
don't know how. I'm gonna try my hardest.
Yep, you keep dancing around me.
You
Little
dick.
ballerina.
You dick.
Little ballerina.
I'm trying to pin you and I don't know how. Just let me pin you, dude.
I know
It'll
how
be
to pin
fun,
people.
I promise.
It'll be fun, I promise.
I know how to play.
Yes, I figured it out! Oh, what?
Yes, thank you so much! You saved my freaking
No!
life! You saved my
No!
life! Come on, get the
No!
crowd pumped! Get the crowd
I'm
pumped!
pissed. Somebody's gonna die tonight.
Yeah, it's gonna be you,
Oh,
boy.
fucking hell. Get pumped up. Get
Yeah.
pumped up.
Well, what you don't know about
Oh,
Don!
I was working on a super kick, too.
Oh, he reversed it!
Shots.
Oh, Shawn, he's a ghost!
Oh, it's over!
Patrick
It's over!
No,
It comes down to the match of a lifetime!
This is like Intercontinental Warrior won his first Intercontinental title.
The match of a lifetime!
Gosh, against
Here it
Honky
is.
Tonk, man!
Dude, Warrior is ready. I don't know if Honky Tonk's ready, but Warrior is fucking ready.
Then I'll honky tonk you all away.
Oh,
no.
yeah, get him!
Hockey
Get
Tonk's
him!
going into the Hall of Shame this year.
Yeah, he
No,
is! Oh, get him! Oh, he's gonna... Oh!
Oh,
Get him! Oh, get him! Come on! Get him!
man, I don't even know. I think he caught him and did his special.
He did. Look at him freaking.
I know a lot about wrestling, and I do not know
I am
Honky Tonk
gonna
Man
get
special.
pissed. I am gonna get
Look at him, dude. You're him.
Does anybody know how to ban? What's the button?
Yeah, I think it's.
Get out of here!
Oh.
Yes!
Oh.
Oh, baby! Yes!
Oh, well,
Ban him!
obviously we
Ban
know
him!
him. Because we-
Ban him!
Oh my
Yes!
I see a soul leaving.
Oh my gosh, freaking warrior! Look
The
at him.
ultimate.
There he goes. Oh, there he goes. He's dancing.
His hair looks like ass.
Man, look how strong
Ass is
he is.
molded together.
That was a ton of fun. We are going to be having a WrestleMania party as well. Before we wrap things up, we got the Voodoo Ranger Juicy Haze IPA. One of our friends that we met at Mo GameCon last year, Dan, recommended this in one of the comment sections of one of our most recent uploads. So what do we think of the Voodoo Ranger Juicy Haze IPA?
Well, I think let's start with Nasty Boy over here. What do you think?
I like it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a huge IPA fan, and this is absolutely delicious. I can drink it. It tastes good. I actually feel a little bit of a buzz, and I don't want to vomit. So for an IPA,
It's perfect.
for me, that's amazing.
Dude, I agree 100%. I love IPAs. This, like, the juicy aspect is on the mark.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, I think hazy IPAs are kind of the new thing right now, and they're just so good, and they're so like delicious, and they're easy to drink, and it's not like the super attacky IPA taste. And I love IPAs, and I love this beer. It's really good.
Yeah, well, first off, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that in your first episode, you've already delivered the best beer review we've ever had on the channel. That was fantastic. I don't even know what to say about it. But I like you, Godfrey. I am not much of an IPA guy either, but this is very drinkable. It's very the juice component is awesome. The other cool thing about this beer is we do a lot of local stuff here on the channel, and this is a, as far as I know, pretty well readily
Anyone
available.
can get this, and I think it's a fairly new beer too. So
Yeah.
it's you should go out and try it.
Yeah, I
It's
mean the
really
regular
good.
Voodoo Ranger is kind of the OG in the IPA game
Yes.
from New Belgium, but this is a new Belgium beer, the Voodoo Ranger Juicy Haze IPA. 4 thumbs up here across the panel. It's a very good beer. We got to do this again. This was a ton of fun. It's been way too long since we've played a video game together. I really appreciate you kind of bringing me back into the WrestleMania game. And even though I hate you guys, I love you guys because I'm ready for WrestleMania now. You guys know the drill. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring that bell icon so you never miss an upload. And keep gaming, keep drinking. We'll see you next time right here on Gaming Off the Grid.
I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Look at the carnage, Kane, and a diabolical scheming left behind. Look at the carnage, Kane, and a diabolical scheming left behind. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Look at the carnage, Kane, and a diabolical scheming left behind.